আলো আমার ওটা দে তো, আমার ওটা দে তো।
আমারটার মধ্যে দেখ নিয়ে আইন পা ফালছে
আচ্ছা দে তো আমার।
Straight down the line as well. Absolutely, not a single Parvez Hossain anymore was spot on, not to
মোবাইল দে তো।
SIS Saikat on fill-up fire, only a light
তোর মোবাইল
penetrating
দি
fire
এটা
from Bangladesh.
দেখো
Masadur Rahman Kohli's partner.
না লাইভ না বলতে গেলে কি জানো এ কথাই না দেখতাম তোর তো তাই না চালু ছিল।
Now that's what you were talking about in your pitch report. Not given a wide 8 without loss. It's over.
আচ্ছা কাজ আছে
A touch and go with the protector guy. I think the benefit of the doubt are gone towards the bowler. Close, probably just outside the yaw stump. As the first ball of the match, Jung was pressure. And now it's Akil Hossain. He wants to go upstairs clearly. He's animated that he's close. And Roshan Chase has burned a review already. Probably will not take a risk. And always you take a lesson from the wicket keeper. If he's not sure, you don't go upstairs. It's a new wicket of Maha, but you're 100% right. There will be, if there is any support from behind the stumps in terms of the review, then you take it. Let's have another closer look. A bit of a turn, maybe just striking him outside the off stump. Oh, he was already celebrating. Hussain, seam and spin to start with.
বাংলাদেশে কি করে মারলো রে পা
It's a big one.
আইসা জীবনে ফার্স্ট করতে বড় করে দিছে
What a hit. With the turn, and even before the ball was delivered or just about delivered, Parvez Hossain crossed just outside the yaw stump and went with the turn. And no intention to keep it along the ground and brings up the first rocket six of the game. And that too a massive one. 86-meter monster into the crowd. It's just such a good shot. Once it comes off, he was in control. And
আল্লাহ ইমনের জিনস ইমনের
this one just a little bit quicker and with the arm also.
ক্রিকেটার
So it's come back nicely here. And now he's bowled 3 dots in this over. Yes, there's an indication from Imon also to his partner, the non-striker, that the ball with the arm. Last ball was it was the quickest also. Again, that ball going away from the left-hander. Last 2 deliveries, the arm ball, and Akil Hossain from front of the arm is flicking the seam. And I've seen this being bowled by Dhananjay De Silva from Sri Lanka as well as Mohammad Nabi. I think he's a master of this delivery, and Akil Hossain has certainly have mastered it. He'll pick up a single and will keep the strike. Bangladesh 15 without loss. They've been very, very impressive. The crowd in the port city of Chattogram has been sensational. That side of the stadium is jam-packed. chock-a-block. Flashing outside the off stump, looking to create that gap. Bowling change also Romario Shepherd in the attack. He was very impressive in the last match. He was the player of the match, 3 for 29 in 4 overs. Certainly the economy is on the higher side at 10 runs per over, but playing as an all-rounder. And the roles definitely changed today. He's got the role to blow in the power play. Because Jaden Seal is having a break, only 2 seamers, and both are all-rounders who can bat later on. That's Jason and Romario Shepherd. So I think Shepherd going into the future, certainly with his experience, can bring down the economy rate a bit. 10 certainly higher on the higher side. But certainly in handy cricket on his day, can knock the ball long, decent fielder. Remember, took a brilliant catch in the first game at mid-on. He's not connected it, but he'll still take it because it's gone over top of the fielder at short fine.
বন্ধ রাখবে সময় লাগবো ঠিক আছে ওই কয় লাগুন তুমি জানি
কেন হইতো না
আরে খেলা নয় স্যার কি কইলি এটা বলতো
দেখো
তুমি তো মই সাথে দিতে পারো তুমি তো নাই ভিডিও দাও রবি পরে আরো ও ওই তো না
এনে কি সমস্যা আর কি হ্যাঁ
মোটা ভিজে দেয় ওরা তোর কোয়েল কইতেছ
কয় এনে তো
ঠিক আছে
তোর মোয়া তো ধরা বেশি আছে কিরম কেন আই চালার মা
আর আন কোন
আই রি ইলাগা মারে লাগি
সেটিং এটা আমার সেটিং না বুঝছো
আচ্ছা না খেয়াল এক ভাই খেললে
তোর মোবাইল তো আমার মোবাইল দিয়ে করে দেছি সেরকম
এটা এম খাইতে যাবে তোর খাওয়ান দা
এবড়া দেখ আর একটা ব্যবসা হচ্ছে সবাই গেম আছে তোর ভিডিও ব্যস্ত আছে
কোন
আরে বেটা আমারে বয়াতে দিন বুঝছো মাস আমার সব গেছে গা তো এ নজলে তোরা ব্যবসা লইছে
পিটা সালে করে মিলা
বলে বেটা আই সব বলে এই চলে
আমি ডিম দেবি না মানে আমি ডিম দে
Important once you get a good start to carry on. That's what co-commentator Afzal Khan want to probably wants one of these players to take the responsibility since only 6 batters are playing. But please go till about 18th over. 22 for no loss.
রিয়াম এ ওর এক কাজ কর বন্ডি উজলা
বন তো চেষ্টা করতে
একটু বুড়া টুরা দিই আমরা মানে গাইতে পান্তে একটু কল দিতে একটু লড়াই করে দিন তো দিচ্ছি না হতে তো না রাইতে আমরা তেমন লাগে জানিস বটা লাগা বুঝলে সেটা
ও মানে তো দিল
আমি এনে চলে আসবে মোটায় কাঁড়ো
Yeah, the skipper is way ahead of anybody else in terms of the matches in this format of the game. 2,500 runs. Tanzir Hassan closing into his 1,000 runs. Imon has also gone across 500. And when you are in a good nick, you've got to take a bit of an advantage. Again, a bowling change. The skipper in the attack was to chase right up off spinner. Shots of catch it, soft dismissal in the
গেছে গেল বাইশান একটা
Gutikesh Modi takes the catch. Imon cannot believe it, but he has to go. This particular delivery deserved to be put away for a boundary. Probably because of the bounce surprise Imon. Yeah, he was trying to play from down to up. Trying to clear the extra cover field or the cover point field over the top rather than trying to play along the ground. Misses out for Zaman playing for the first time in the series. He's gone for 9, 22 for 1.
এটা দেখে আমার তো না গেম আছে ये दूर है ये बड़ा कोई चीज को है
আরে বেটা আমরা মশা চালু পরে নিবে না
अरे बड़ा तोर में
কয়েল কিনে লয়ে যা কারেন্ট দেখু দেলো
अरे 8 में दे बड़ा मन है तरफ जम बो वाला जम कोई तो बोल ना कोई लाइन में लगा रहा
ये का किंगला शुरू होता है बुका दिता इमने को
The new opening combination doesn't work for Bangladesh, and in comes Litun Kumar Das, the skipper. He will need to bat really well here to ensure they have
কারো আমরা মশা কামড়ে
the
দাসে
board that the bowlers can go
জিরা জিরা
defend it later on.
मैं क्या करें दोरिता
হ্যাঁ দো দেবেন তো
A soft
शांत
dismissal.
आगुन जला दियो जो
ও বেটা আগুনে জ্বালানি ধরে
आगे गलत
Play through the extra cover, whereas would have been better to rose with the bounce and try and play along the ground. Golden opportunity and a rocket out for West Indies.
দুইটা কাছে গাড়ি
Use of the feet from the skipper.
হ্যাঁ সরি
Couple of bounces and it is a nexus pay for. Lovely touch from the skipper. Litton Kumar Das, he means business. Straight away, coming down the track and an excellent hit. Going through the line, no slogging at all. Knew the mid-on was in the circle. As soon as the ball reached the eye level of the batter, he's out of the crease like a flash. Straight away, a straight way. Christian Chase gets the mid-on back to long on and gets a square leg into the circle. Yeah, even him is looking a little bit aggressive with that. Boundary's gone past Shakib Al Hassan in terms of most runs for Bangladesh versus the West Indies in T20 internationals. And nothing wrong with the first shot that he played. Good cricket shot. Again, just missing out. There was an opportunity. Had it gone
live
past that
bole bachcha.
fielder, would have been another boundary.
আজকে তো লাইভ
Piece
করব
of fielding.
এই যে
Little
কালকে
Kumar
দিন
Das will probably take a little time to get used to the new conditions, the rhythm. They have 3 runs there. Because he missed out half of the Asia Cup, missed out the series against Afghanistan away in Dubai and Sharjah. Doesn't matter when you go out of the game for a little while, especially with an injury. It'll take a little time for you to get used to the surroundings, the rhythm to be found. As a captain, this is where the added extra pressure will be to Litton Kumar Das to come good in a must-win game for Bangladesh. Nice led by Roshan Chase, just fighting him, keeping the mid-wicket open, inviting Tanzila Hassan Tamim if he wants to go against the turn to take that risk. He was the skipper in out of the 4 series that Bangladesh won on the trot. He was led the side against 3 teams. We'll come back to that. A single to finish the over. After 4, Bangladesh 28 for 1.
एकटाই কাটে সে দেখাতে হবে
মশা মারতে না আমরা মারতে না
ওটা ভালো কিছু লাইটা দেয়া দিলে দিতা দিলে লাইটা বলতে না দিতা
What I was talking about. Have a look at that against Sri Lanka when they went on to
মশা বাবার বেদ গেছে
won the series. Beats the bat. And Lijun Kumar Das was the skipper. You mentioned that he missed out against Afghanistan, so there was a bit of a pressure on him because the team has done so well against Sri Lanka. They won away 2-1 against Pakistan at home 2-1 against Netherlands 2-0 and also against Afghanistan away. A very good run for them in this format of the game. But this time around, West Indies have got the better of them. They've gone 2-0 up. Already series in the bag. Nice shot. This is a well-controlled pull. You don't see that pull in that direction. To the left of the fielder at mid-on. Nicely struck. Picked up the off-cutter pretty early. Tanzil Hasan Tamim. The first delivery just outside the off-stump beaten. The pace was 133. And this occasion is just 120.8. Set up. And for a batter who's been batting so well, runs behind his back. That was a freebie, which was slapped towards mid-wicket for a boundary. I feel that Tanzil Hasan Tamim has so much to offer. He's got so much talent. If he can just balance caution with aggression, he will be scoring more runs. Oh, on to the pads, give it. Straight away, Shoikat has given it in favor of the bowler Jason Holder. And he takes the review.
For umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I've checked the fit. It's a fair delivery. Front on first, please. Ball is close to the bat. Can I have Alpha Edge, please? Controlling through. As the ball passes the bat, satisfied, no bat involved. You can go for the ball tracking man. Ready, please. Original decision is out. The fielding of the leg goes back to Saikat on field. Saikat, you have to reverse your decision from out to not out. You're on skin, you can signal now.
He has to reverse it because that pitched outside the leg stump. So it's a good review taken by Tanzil Hasan. He didn't go and have a bit of a chat with the skipper, and he went for the correct call from Tanzil Hasan.
With
the line that Jason Holder bowling, I think to get an LBW decision, it's very hard unless the ball moves quite big in the air off the seam. Good review taken by Bangladesh. Yeah, he will need to hold the fort, hold the innings together one more time if Bangladesh is looking to put on a winning total. I asked Lijun Kumar Das at the toss what kind of total he's thinking. He said anything above 150. Do you agree, Maha?
I think even the last game, I thought 149, I thought will be below par. I think it's 160, 165 pitches, but just because the batsmen have not been batting well, they've not been consistent, and the decision making was poor, that's why both the sides in the last game, they struggled. Good Yorker. Oh, if he had picked up the feed, the picked on the first go, would have been a close call. Brandon King missed out an opportunity.
The batting has been an issue. You look at West Indies collapse the other evening. But the Sama managed to go and win that match. Yeah. Clean pickup. Would have been interesting. So that's why I feel that once again he's got a bit of a start here. 19 of 16. He's been lucky. He's been dropped once. Tanzil Hasan. You just need to carry on. After 5, Bangladesh 33 for 1.
As you can see, the head-to-head between Bangladesh and West Indies in 21 T20Is. West Indies ahead, of course, and two of these wins coming in this Trust Bangla Bank series. Akil Hussain from around the wicket. It is a rocket six to welcome Akil Hussain and Samuel Badri. Hello Shamanoy, hello everyone. Yep, too short from Akil Hussain. First ball of the over, making full use of it. Looking for that arm ball once again. But this man is in good form, Tanzid. 25 from 17. A little bit of a risk to bowl Akil Hussain this over with Tanzid on strike. Russell Chase, remember, only has two fast bowling options in this particular playing 11. Workload management, a little bit of a rest for Jayden Seals, and another left-arm orthodox in Gudakesh Moti comes in, so a plethora of spin bowling option, not too many fast bowlers. Much better in terms of length. Liton Das mentioned during the toss that it seems to be sort of a sluggish sort of a surface to him. If he's offering pace, the batters are going to enjoy it, particularly Tanzid. Yeah, what he's tried to do in this over so far is to angle the ball, swing the ball away from the left-hander. Same surface that we used a couple nights ago in the second T20I. The mosaic underlay, but a green tinge on the top, which hold things together quite nicely. There was dew in game 1, no dew in game 2. What does game 3 have in store for us? Quick single taken. While we were out there in the middle, light breeze going by, and I had a conversation with the pitch curator Zahid Reza Babu, and he mentioned whenever there's a bit of wind, chances of dew are lesser. Yeah, absolutely. So for the left-hander, those deliveries going across him, what does he do for the right-handed Liton? Does he try to spin it across him with the slip-in position? They've been good so far in the power play. Bangladesh, a solid start. They wouldn't want to lose another in this final power play over. Bowls is slower on this occasion. There's Akil Hussain and watchfully played by Liton. Yeah, watchful from Liton in that previous delivery. He knows the importance of his innings here with all of his experience. Leading run scorer against the West Indies in this format for Bangladesh. Going to play against the turn. Beats everyone on that occasion. He's not happy with the take, but that will end the power play. 7 runs of the 6th. Bangladesh 40 for 1. Liton Das winning the toss, deciding to have a bat first, and they're 40 for 1. At the end of the power play, they were 42 for 4. In the first T20I, confirmation from SR Shoykot. So for me in this series, it's the best power play for Bangladesh. After the second match, yes, sir. Because
Had lost 4 wickets, even though they had 42 in the first T20I. It's very important to have those wickets in hand so that the batters coming in later can unleash in the latter overs.
Yeah, and Tanzil is an important cog in that because of the 3 left and orthodox bowlers that the West Indies have in their playing 11. Bounce from Ruston Chase, that's what he often does with his high release point. And it'll be very interesting to see how he manages his bowling resources. Standing captain tonight, no Shea Hope, remember. Only the second time he's captaining in this format. At the international level. So an opportunity for Amir Django behind the stumps. Naki Mogis, both these players recently made their T20 internationals debut against Nepal. Had a very exciting one-day international debut. Amir Django against this opposition. Many of us would remember that innings. A sensational 100 at Warner Park in St. Kitts in the final ODI. West Indies were chasing upwards of 300. Incredible innings, first time out.
Between the fielders, they'll be looking for the second, but a good throw in denies the second, as it is about grabbing those opportunities. Hakeem Oggies, one of the 3 changes for West Indies, throwing the ball in. Django has done that in the past, in getting the opportunity in this third and final T20I of the Dutch Bangla Bank series. Looking to make the most of it. Close it down. Nicely cut, but there's a sweeper. The 4 singles in this one. It's 43 for 1 Bangladesh. Jason Holder, Romario Shepherd and Akil Hussain, along with Gudakesh Moti and Roshan Chase, bring in all the experience and the wickets. He's at times guilty of being expensive as Romario Shepherd, but he got 3 important wickets in the second T20I, the match-winning cause.
They carried Payne to the attack, replacing another left-hand orthodox, Akil Hussain. Yeah, what I liked about the West Indies so far in the series is their adaptability and flexibility with their bowling efforts. So they don't have a preconceived notion as to exactly what they want to do, who bowls which particular over. They seem to adapt to the situation in front of them. So they started with a couple of seamers on occasions. They started with 1 spin, 1 seam. And I really like that type of approach. So the opposition team don't necessarily telegraph what you're doing. And then also the confidence to play similar bowling types. So 3 left-hand orthodox, as mentioned before, in the 11th tonight. Not often do you see that in international cricket. So each of them with their idiosyncrasies. This is in there. Fielder settles. Fielder takes the catch. Gudakesh Moti with the catch in the deep. A rocket out. And the captain has to go.
And the move the West Indies captain chose in introducing Kerry Pierre has worked. The left-arm spinner temptingly done that by bowling that one short once. And then deep in wicket, another left-arm spinner in Gudakesh Moti, who completes the catch. They've got the breakthrough. The Bangladesh captain has to go back to the dressing room. He's gone for 6 of 9. Bangladesh 44 for 2.
เท่าไหร่กันเท่าไหร่กัน
นี่ก็อีกเท่าไหร่อะไร
ว่าหรอสิ
Is also rested workload management from his standpoint. So the three players in Amir Jangu, Akim Ogis, and Gunaki.
इंग्लिश तो डबल फॉर की बले है हमें लगते हैं
They'll have to start this partnership with Tanzit Tamim. A good start from Caribbean. The length important. Not too full for him to smash it. And not too short either. Doesn't hit the middle of the bat and straight to the fielder. And that's what you want when you're starting your spell. Economical, but if you get a wicket, that's a bonus. A movement early to off-put the bowler. He's only managed to find Gudakesh Moti in the deep. A disappointing series with the bat from the captain. Let's have one more then.
A quicker delivery. Good over from Kerry Pierre. It's 45 for 2 Bangladesh. A little bit of batting to follow for Bangladesh in Shakir Ali, Nurul Hassan and Rishad. And the striker tells you the kind of innings they prefer to play. Make quick runs in quick time. Ideal and ideally they need these sort of batters a foundation to capitalize on. To lay that foundation, Bangladesh will be dependent on Saif Hassan and Tanzit and Tamim. Roston Chase back into the attack, long on and long off, along with deep mid-wicket and deep square leg in place. But you've come here, you've played here, you've played BPL. When Rangpur were crowned the champions, back again for the country. Hope you had a good time overall in Dhaka and Chittagong.
It's been good once again. Shamanor, a different perspective this time around, looking from a different lens. The one-day international series in Dhaka, it was a new experience for me on that particular surface. This one here, more balance, there's something in it for the batters as well as the bowlers. West Indians are trying to exact a measure of revenge from what they suffered last time around when Bangladesh toured the West Indies. West Indies won that one-day international series, but then lost the T20Is 3-0. This time around, Bangladesh winning the ODI series and West Indies taking the T20 international series.
Change of angle slows it down also. There's Roston Chase. So having Badri on the side, just want to pick your brain on how much do you believe in matchups? It was, reason I asked this is because it was Romario Shepherd who got Tanzit Tamim wide, signaled to wide. Tanzit Tamim on both the T20Is.
Yeah, I think there is some merit in it, but I also think that at times captains and teams put too much emphasis on it. That's connected. And that's another rocket six all the way into the stands. Finally brings up the 50 for Bangladesh.
in style by exciting the crowd. Launched on the runway. It's blown off like a rocket for a rocket 6 into the stands. So eye-catching when he plays that shot. Counter-attack and then some responsibility taken by nudging it for a single. 10 runs, good one for Bangladesh, 55 for 2. Oh, that's a peach of a delivery from Pierre. Yeah, the pace is what is commendable. Not trying to bowl too quickly. Looking to get that away spin from the right-handed side. I like the way he's operated so far into his second over. He's varied both his pace and his length quite well. Little discussion there from the umpire as to where he's finishing, but he's wrong the wicket, looking to give it a rip. Asli punched for a single. Saif Hassan celebrated his 27th birthday yesterday, make it memorable by scoring much more and gifting his side a respectable total on the board. Tanzit, also a player who's been in very good form and took responsibility after the second T20I, felt that he should have stayed, took the team over the line. In the slot, catcher is the call, he's hit it straight, two straight, one bounce, second bounce, over the boundary for Nexus Bay 4.
Yeah, you were just asking about matchups. This one here is a favourable matchup for the batter. Left-hand orthodox coming into him, maybe a little bit too full and wide from Gary Pierre, so allows him to swing the arm nicely and gets it straight enough to beat Ruffman fall down in the deep. After the next couple deliveries, it will be an opportunity to reset with the drinks break.
Shot. Brilliant from Nasir Tamim. Left in the stands. It's a biggie. It's a rocket 6.
Yeah, they needed desperately an over like this. 11 from it so far, one delivery remaining. I mentioned the impending water break. You've done well in the over. How do you play that final delivery? Do you keep going? Sometimes as a batter that momentum comes in and it's difficult to rein it in. 4 rocket 6s so far.
Needs to finish well, does Pierre. Slot comes straight. Long off will cut it off. The 12 runs of the 10th, beg your pardon, 67 for 2 Bangladesh.
देखो ये आरन भाई लेगा किन लगे प्रोग्राम में देखो
আকাম লাইভ কে দেখি
না
কিবা কথা কেন
চলো যে আমি আলো বুঝা
কিন্তু গো
কজন তো যান নিয়ে বেগে গেছে আচ্ছা আমার যাও তো
আচ্ছা কো তুই ওটা কামলে দে হাই রে ভাই কোনটা না খেলতে না কোনটা বলা যায় শেষ কেমন వెనకాల పోసిందే వెళ్ళడానికి
The Dutch Bangla Bank third T20 international, Bangladesh skipper winning the toss, deciding to bat, but hasn't really worked out the manner he'd have liked. Lost a couple of wickets, including the captain, but now some recovery from this pair. Right, Bangladesh has got a lot of lovely places to go and visit, and one of them are the Bandaban.
In this land, mornings are woven with the song of nature, a serenity that touches the soul. In the clouds, unique cuisine tells emotional stories. Faces offer friendly warmth. This is where hospitality is beyond words.
Scenic beauty in the Bandaban, and that's impressive bowling by the West Indies today. They've mixed it with the pace and spin to start off with, been quite parsimonious, and a couple of important wickets halfway through. They've managed to restrict Bangladesh to 67 for 2. Very good evening for Viz Maroof.
Evening Shamim, evening everyone. Tanzil San Tamim have been in super form. Some of the sixers have been magnificent. Akil Hossain, shot, and again, Kerry Pere. As soon as the ball reaches the eye level or the left shot, he has been superb. Striking the ball for a guy who's not so big physically. He donks the ball and he hits a long ball. Certainly carrying on the good form, 61 in the last game, 41 of 32. Certainly he has to play the anchor role now. He's got a good start, now keep on going.
Absolutely, and this is him versus spin in this series. You can see very strong on the leg side. He likes to just pull the ball square of the wicket, play it down the line in the V on the leg side. So the bowlers will do well to just to read that and try to cramp him or try to induce him to play shots outside the off stump. Looking around, you said he looks quite frail, but he really packs a punch. But you're absolutely right, needs to bat deep into the innings. Here's to Maria Shepherd. Oh, that's the offside. Enticement I talked about, and it was there from the bowler.
Not too sure what was spoken during the water break. I'm pretty sure the line of aggression straight away. I think the idea was to go over mid-off since the mid-off is in the circle. But there's a saying that soon after a water break you don't want to take a risk. Just take a little time, especially once you're a settled batter.
Well, he guides that nicely, and it's going to be wide of the two fielders. Bisects that deep third and deep point for Nexus Bay 4.
Just fresh from completing 1,000 runs in his career, only the 9 Bangladeshi batter, and that was a good shot. Playing on top of the bounce, making sure he found the gap. There was 2 fielders behind square in the offside. Bisected the gap perfectly. Pure timing and placement by Tanzil.
And that's what he's got to do. There will be good deliveries. There will be a little bit of enticement. 1,012 runs, that's what he's already got. He'd like to get some more, particularly in this very important game from the Bangladeshi perspective. Oh, and his favorite area, he smashed that. Wow, that stood up to be hit, and he obliged. They were crashing away to the boundary for an Nexus Bay 4.
A nothing delivery. Off cutter set up beautifully. And if the ball cutter into the pitch to settle better, you've got to put much more effort and got to get the height as well. That was a freebie. With back-to-back boundaries, Tanzid moves on to 49.
Yeah, he's on 49, but he will have to be wary. He's done the hard work. He's picked on the bad balls. Sure that plays the ball to his merit and doesn't get carried away. Nice. That is very, very good. That single gets him his 50. And what a well-compiled 50. Thanks the Almighty. The crowd are happy. The dugout is happy. He needs to carry on.
Back-to-back half centuries. 61 of 48 with 3 sixes and 3 fours in the last game. Tanzil Hasan Tamim brought up his 10th half century in his young career. Batted well for a main reason I thought Shami was playing the ball on its merit. No slogging, it's proper cricketing strokes. Certainly has been a shining light in the series where the Bangladesh have lost 2-0 already. He has been the standout player for me.
Now, it's uppish, but it's going to fall safe. I think he just aborted. He wasn't going to get enough on the bat. The last one really did not go full hog. That might have saved him.
Lieutenant Kumar Das, Shakib Al Hasan, the two experienced players on top. And certainly he's in good company. The young career has been striking the ball well. And good thing about Tanzil Hasan Tamim ever since I known him, Shamim, that when he gets a start, most of the time he go and missed out in the first game, 15 of 5 and then 61 of 48. And it's going really, really well, 50 of 36.
There he goes, just thinking of going on the charge. Squirts it away to deep cover and gets a single to finish. A 12-run over, 79 for 2. For Bangladesh in the future, near future, with the Irish team coming over for a couple of test matches and 3 T20 internationals. The first test in Sylhet, then at Mirpur, and the 3 T20s here in Chattogram. And those 3 T20s will be the last international T20 series before the World Cup. Gets behind that. It's flying, gone all the way. Oh, he's on the move, and he's getting the sixes quite easily.
Most of the sixes Tanzil Hasan Tamim has smashed in this series have been in the leg side. For this occasion, the ball was way outside the yaw stump, and that was proper timing. He wanted to go a long on or straight down the ground, but since the ball was way outside the yaw stump, played through the line. That was the best part about that shot, rather than going with the turn towards the leg side. Here comes Gudakesh Moti with a massive six.
And now this time he goes straighter. That's what you're talking about. Oh, almost a superb catch. But unfortunately, Rahman Powell flows it. And I think that's the third catch dropped here. Luck favoring Bangladesh here. Luck favoring Tanzil.
Nice and flat. Actually got good piece of the willow there. Wasn't sure that Rahman Powell knew where the boundary rope was. Probably the third umpire will be asked to come in and just check whether the the ball had touched the boundary cushion. But certainly Roman Pawala, but he got it covered.
Now waits, tries to penetrate that gap behind point. The fielders are alert to that fact. Now there's 8 runs in the first 3 balls, and the bowlers will be trying to bowl wide off the left-handed Tanzil. That is a ploy. Entice him to slice the ball or miss it on the offside. There it is, wide, but too wide. And there's another signal this time from Masudur Rahman.
Gudakesh Moti, with having 5 fielders in the offside, he has no choice but to bowl outside the off stump. But that was too wide.
And that turns back enough for him to play it away quietly for an amble single. Good tussle going on. They're trying to outsmart each other. But at the moment, domination for the batters with a bit of luck.
Usually destructive Saif Hassan has been quiet for a while. 11 off 10, just 1 6 in ball. But he's been in the best seat in the house when Tanzil Hassan Tamim is striking at the non-strikers end.
Well, just don't want to be the best seat in the house. You want to join the house. You join the party. He won't hang about too long. A right-hander on strike. What does Moti do? Lifting down leg. There is going to be no signal because of something that Fawaz Maroof explained to everyone during the pitch report.
Yeah, the protector guide. Something that I'm actually very much happy to see about when it comes to having a leverage to the spinners, especially the fast bowlers.
Just wide of the fielder and deep enough for another single. It's another good over for Bangladesh. 11 from the 12th over. It's 90 for 2. With 8 more overs to go, going at 7.5, Tanzil Hassan Tamim looking very comfortable. Needs to carry this team. Gets Saif Hassan to give him some support in scoring the runs. At 150, Lidon Kumar Dash was saying might be crossed. Ruston Chase holds the ball a little fuller.
This may be the chance, Saif Hassan, to break the little struggle that he's been having in the last few deliveries. Ruston Chase, the off-spinner going round the wicket. Looking at how Saif Hassan at the crease just setting him up. I think he's looking for the mid-wicket and the long ball boundary. And I think he should do it. This is the last over of Ruston Chase being an off-spinner. He should be targeted.
3 boundary riders at long on, deep mid wicket, deep backward square. But he's changing the fielders around on the offside. There's a deep cover on the offside on the boundary. Pulling wide. Gets the toe end of the bat. And that's a good stop. Past him, it would have gone for 4.
Nice and full outside the off stump by Ruston Chase, taking no chances against the right hand. Half point Villa, I thought he did really well. Saved 3 runs there.
They've seen some drop catches. They really need to lift their fielding. They've got to just try and stem the flow of runs. Catches need to be taken. Maybe a run out here. Put the pressure back on. Make it difficult to score. But at the moment, getting singles is quite simple.
It's good tactic used by Tanzil, taking no risk, just taking a single and asking the risk to be taken by the right hand against the off spinner. Always the communication in the middle, especially when you're going decently well to get to a score of 150-160, which we feel is a pass score. Change the field by Ruston Chase. If the extra cover comes in place, it's moving this square like a little squarer than finer. So just to me, that's going to be another Yorker being bowled.
Oh, it's short, it's wide. He's lucky to get away with that. I think he had the opportunity. Saif to smashes away through the covers, wide gaps, wide of that extra cover fielder.
কমসে কম আমি এক সপ্তাহ চলতাম কন্ডিশন
Still
এক সপ্তাহ
2 runs from the first ball.
এক সপ্তাহ আমি চলতাম
Toss once again, not the full flurry of the bat.
Using all his experience here, Austin Chase. It's a bluff couple of deliveries before with the ball. Most of us thought that it's going to be full. He bowled it short on this occasion, going nice and full. Don't want to be predictable as a spinner when you're in the firing line against a batter who's trying to line you up. Important last delivery coming up. Just the 3 runs from this over so far.
Short, drags it only to the deep for another single. What an excellent over that is. Just the 4 runs for him. The 50-run partnership comes up and the score is 94 for 10.
এটা তো কইতাছে বাল বুঝছ না
এমনিতেই বুঝছি একসাথে তো করতে বুঝছি
নিজে খাইছ নিজে
চুপ কর
Very crucial partnership here. 50 of 36 balls between Tanzil Tamim and Saif Hassan. They need to carry on. Just paying that respect to a good over in the previous over from Roston Chase. Been very impressive.
A couple of deliveries were short and full, easily put away. That was a freebie down the left side, dragging it the left side, and especially I think Tanzil Hassan Tamim, though he's trying to hit towards left side most often, keeps a good shape. Some attention by the physio as well, probably just cramping up. Hopefully not a tear or a strain. Good player, very good player. Watch him, more I'm impressed about the young man.
Yes, he's been very good today. Came in, played nice little shot, deliberate clip away on that occasion whenever it was short, with swivel round, get enough on the man and mostly in the meaty part, thumping them down the ground, straight as an arrow that's not speed. Oh, this is really delightful to watch. Needs to carry on. Those are scoring areas. He's just improved on the offside. Around the cover area, 24%, but the bonus has been the square leg and the V on the leg side. 44% of the runs coming on that area. Favors it. The bowlers know it. They have been targeting his offside more often than not. Just keep him a little quiet.
33% of the runs only in the offside. Certainly not looking comfortable in match. Was looking at how Tanzil Hassan Tamim in the last over he was running in between wickets. Didn't look that comfortable. Probably a bit of a pull, certainly. A pull. Stretching it too much is not a good idea. Tanzil Imran up on the batting. Imran missed out as well as Liton Kumar. Saif Hassan, though his contribution only 14, but he's been there for a long time for partnership of 50. 36 deliveries. Chakar and Noru, the two recognized batters, and the all-rounders Rishad and Nasuk to follow.
Yeah, Liton Dash will be very, very disappointed. These are the 2 wickets. That was really off balance. His left leg was away trying to reach it. Liton continues in his miserable vein of form at the moment. Gone for 6. Got too many runs in this series, and Bangladesh needed their skipper to lead from the front. Hasn't been the case.
Better keep a close eye on Tanzil Hassan Tamim sprinting now. Sprint full throttle. Saif Hassan likes to run the first one hard. Maybe that's a discussion that the 2 batters got to have, just to be on the same page.
Very important point. I think it is noticeable, and he's been there much longer. 43 balls he's faced right from the start of the inning. Side pressure there with the 16 balls that he's faced. Got to get their communications together when it comes to quick runs.
And also, maybe Shamim Department, maybe where Tanzil Hassan Tamim can just stand in one place and just start swinging the bat, which might work in his way. as they say, a wounded soldier should not be, worried about or should not be right off about.
Oh, you got right off. Everyone's thinking of one name, Mr. Maxwell. Well, let's see what transpires. There's been a pause in play. There will be lapse in concentration. They've got to get the focus back quickly. 162 is high so far in this series. Oh, nice little turn, but slow enough for him to just adjust and walk across for a second.
Slowed it down. This is good bowling by Akil Hussain. And 15 runs so far. One overseas work around, especially against Tanzania. Not got going yet from him. A single gets the left hand at the striker's end. Akil Hussain, whether it's a new ball or the mid-lows, keeps things in control. Very, very serious. Good cricket and bat as well.
Deal well too, taking some delightful catches. Very, very good additions to the West Indian side. Western Tours. Seems to be playing the waiting game. Just a bit of low scoring overs. Has to keep that momentum going. 7.13 at the moment. They may be happy with it. It's away. Fingers maybe got a bit of finger to it, and they've run the second one quickly. Groin on the thigh or the hamstring of the non-striker. Tanzania is fine. He's ran back to the second run very comfortable. Now for Lippert.
না আমি গেলাম আলাদা আলাদা খেলবো না ঘরে এরি মারে গেলাম
Coming back for the second run. Tanzania.
আমি তো বলছি
Mindset for side to try and get the left hand at the striker's end.
বাদ দে দে
A chance against the left arm spinner.
আরে সাকে নিলে পাগল
Just the 3 runs.
আমরা এদের তরফ প্লেয়ার হলে আমরা চারজন তো আছি
Healy's going to
না না স্যার
এ বেড়া
good bowling.
ওরা
Just
সাই না
back over the leg, bringing him back into the crease.
তোরা ব্যাগ কি বালা বালা
4 runs in 5
তুই
deliveries.
কাল বেয়ার মধ্যে পান্ত না আমরা তো মেরে দূর করা
Tanzania San Tamim
Mere
will
aaki
take a single
আয় তো দোষ আয়
retain
স্টিফেন
the
গাজুল
strike for the next over. Or try and I think it should be the latter. Try and line him up just 4
তোরা
runs.
বোন তোরা
Try and break the
এমন
momentum.
খেলতেছে
Because
মানে
after this
আকাশে
delivery, only
খেলতেছে
6
সাইন
overs
করে
remaining.
ফাইতে করতে
Got to go for a big one.
জামাই না ফোন তুই জামাই না সাইডে এক লেভেলের প্লেয়ার আমরা কি সাইডে এক লেভেলের প্লেয়ার তো কি জামাই না গেলাম না রে জানা
Poised
কথা
to
না
set the rhythm, trying to catch the eye.
সাকে নিয়ে নিতে সাকে নিয়ে নিতে
সাইন না রাখি বেনো কা
And it's another single, just the 5 runs.
জামাই না
That
ওই
over.
জামাই না
99 for
সুন্দর থেকে
2.
বুঝতে পারবো কোন জামাই না বাদ দেন ফোন তোরা তো মিলবো
তুই আরে আরে সাইন না কইছি সাইন না বাবারে কাতারা তারা লাগা আর আমি কালাম
পাঁচ জন
কাস্টমার মেটা
এবেলা
ওই মান তে আছে না কাস্টমার ইয়ে দিদি না এটা ভাই বেরে গেল